Welcome to a space where revelations are no longer confined to the extraordinary. They've become the rhythm of our lives. Today, we dive into a profound reality, the realization that you've known the truth all along. You've carried wisdom so powerful that once noticed, it could awaken others in ways you might never have imagined. They've woken up, not by chance, not by some external force, but because of you. Your presence, your understanding, and your ability to see through the layers of illusion have ignited something within them. This episode is not about glorifying the process, but about understanding the depth of this awakening. The greatest blindness is not in the eyes, but in the heart that refuses to see. This wisdom resonates deeply with our topic today as we explore the spiritual and emotional landscapes of awakening. Before we dive deeper, take a moment to join our community by subscribing to the channel. Together, we can build a sanctuary for those who seek more than surface-level answers, a place for the chosen ones to gather and thrive. Have you ever felt that inexplicable certainty deep within you? A knowing that transcends logic, explanation, or even proof. This silent knowledge has always been with you, guiding your steps, even when the road seemed uncertain. But what makes this knowing so profound is its source. It doesn't come from books, teachers, or external authority. It stems from a divine connection, a thread that links your soul to eternal truth. For many, this silent knowledge remains dormant, buried beneath the noise of daily life. Yet for you, it has always been active, even if you didn't fully recognize it. It manifests as intuition, those gut feelings that steer you away from harm or toward opportunities that seem divinely orchestrated. It speaks through moments of stillness, when the chaos of the world fades, and you hear the whisper of something greater. The remarkable thing about this inner knowing is how it communicates with others, often without you realizing it. Your calm in the face of uncertainty, your ability to see through superficial explanations, and your quiet confidence in the unseen truths resonate with those around you. Without speaking a word, your presence becomes a testimony to something greater. This knowledge is also a responsibility. Knowing truths that others are blind to can feel isolating, even burdensome. But it's important to remember that you're not alone. This gift has been given to many, but only a few dare to embrace it fully. It connects you to a lineage of seekers, prophets, and visionaries who've walked this path before you. Finally, the silent knowledge within you isn't static. It grows and evolves. As you learn to trust it more, it will reveal deeper layers of understanding. You'll start noticing connections you never saw before, and with every revelation, your role in awakening others becomes clearer. They've woken up because of you, not because of what you said, but because of who you are. In recognizing this, you're not just an observer of the awakening, you're a crucial part of it. Your silent knowledge is a light in the darkness, guiding not only your path, but also the paths of those around you. Awakening doesn't happen in isolation. It's a ripple effect, starting with a single drop of awareness that expands outward, touching lives in ways that often go unnoticed. When you awaken to deeper truths, the vibration of that awakening carries beyond you. It moves through conversations, interactions, and even silent encounters. This ripple effect is not random. It's divinely orchestrated, a design that ensures the light spreads in a world desperate for illumination. Think about how your actions, however small, have influenced those around you. Perhaps it was a question you asked that made someone reconsider their beliefs. Maybe it was your unshakable calm during a storm that inspired someone to seek the source of your strength. Even your presence, a quiet yet profound affirmation of truth, creates ripples in the lives of others. The awakening of one soul is the beginning of a chain reaction, a domino effect that brings light to the shadows others might not even realize they're living in. This ripple effect isn't just emotional or spiritual, it's also deeply scientific. Quantum physics suggests that we are all connected at a fundamental level, and changes in one part of the system can influence the whole. When you awaken, your energy shifts, and that shift radiates outward, influencing the energetic field of everyone you encounter. It's like tuning a musical instrument. When one note is perfectly in harmony, it brings surrounding notes into alignment. But awakening isn't always welcomed. Some resist the ripple, clinging to their comfort zones. They may push back, question your intentions, or even accuse you of disturbing the peace. This resistance isn't a reflection of failure. It's evidence that your awakening is creating waves strong enough to be felt. The truth, when it collides with long-held illusions, can be unsettling, but it is also liberating. You are the catalyst for others to question their own illusions, and while this may cause discomfort, it is a necessary step in the process. This ripple effect is a reminder that your journey is never just about you. The light you carry doesn't end with your own awakening. It becomes a beacon for others, illuminating paths they didn't know existed. Your role isn't to force anyone to awaken, but to live authentically, allowing your light to inspire others to seek their own truths. In the end, the ripple effect of awakening transforms not only individuals, but entire communities. It's a testament to the power of interconnectedness, a reminder that no act of growth, however small, is ever insignificant. Every step you take toward your own enlightenment brings the collective closer to the light. To know is to see, and to see is often to carry a burden that others do not understand. The journey of awakening is not without its weight, and the more profound the truths you uncover, the heavier this burden can feel. Knowledge, particularly the kind that reveals the illusions of the world, separates you from the comforts of ignorance. But this burden is not meant to break you. It's meant to shape you into someone capable of holding light in a world that often prefers darkness. One of the heaviest burdens is isolation. When you see what others cannot or refuse to, there's a natural distance that forms. It's not that you don't love them or that they don't love you. It's that your perspectives now operate on different planes. You might find yourself longing for deeper connections, for conversations that match the depth of your understanding. This longing is not a flaw, but a testament to the expansiveness of your spirit. There's also the challenge of carrying truths that others might outright reject. When you share insights, they might label you as overly critical, unrealistic, or even delusional. But this resistance is not about you. It's about their inability to confront truths that threaten their sense of security. It's crucial to remember that the burden of knowing doesn't obligate you to convince others. Your role is to live authentically and allow the truth to speak for itself through your actions and presence. Another aspect of this burden is the emotional toll it takes. Seeing the world clearly often means witnessing its suffering, corruption, and brokenness. While others might turn away, you cannot unsee what has been revealed to you. This can lead to feelings of helplessness or even despair. But the burden of knowing also offers an antidote, the opportunity to act. By embracing your role as an agent of change, no matter how small your actions might seem, you transform that weight into purpose. Finally, the burden of knowing is also a gift in disguise. It refines you, making you stronger, wiser, and more compassionate. It teaches you to navigate life with a sense of balance, carrying the weight of truth while still finding joy in the simple, beautiful moments. It connects you to others who have also awakened, creating a network of souls who understand and support each other. In carrying this burden, you are not alone. Every prophet, visionary, and seeker has walked this path, and their strength lives on in you. The burden of knowing is not the end of your journey. It's the beginning of your transformation. Throughout history, prophecy has been a bridge between the eternal and the earthly. Those who hear its echoes find themselves connected to something far greater than their individual lives. When you awaken, you become a part of this lineage, a continuation of a divine narrative that stretches across time. The echoes of prophecy resonate not only through Scripture, but also through the lives of the chosen, shaping their journey and their role in awakening others. The Bible speaks of those called to be light in the darkness, individuals who are chosen not for their perfection, but for their willingness to say yes to the divine call. These figures often begin their journeys in obscurity, much like many of us. They wrestle with doubt, fear, and the weight of their mission. Yet, through their struggles, they emerge as vessels for truth, carrying messages that transform those willing to listen. When you awaken, you begin to see these prophetic patterns in your own life. The moments of hardship, the struggles with isolation, and the revelations you've experienced are not random. They're threads in a tapestry woven by divine hands. You may not stand on mountaintops declaring visions, but your life itself becomes a prophecy. Your actions, your words, and even your silence carry meaning, pointing others toward the light. These echoes of prophecy also challenge you to remain steadfast. Prophets throughout history have faced resistance, often from those closest to them. The truth they carried was rarely comfortable or convenient, and yet it was necessary. Similarly, as someone who is awakened, you will encounter opposition. The world does not easily let go of its illusions, and those who challenge the status quo often pay a price. But this is where the strength of your calling becomes evident. The echoes of prophecy remind you that you are not walking this path alone. You are part of a greater movement that has always existed. Understanding your connection to prophecy also deepens your sense of purpose. You are not merely navigating life aimlessly. You are walking a path marked by divine intention. This awareness doesn't just inspire you, it empowers you to inspire others. By embracing your role in this ongoing narrative, you become a beacon for those still searching, a guide for those who have lost their way. In embracing the echoes of prophecy, you align yourself with a higher calling. The path may not always be easy, but it is always meaningful. Every step you take, every challenge you face, and every truth you share contributes to the unfolding of a divine plan. And in this, you find not only purpose, but also peace. Awakening is not an end, it's a beginning. When the veil lifts and you see the world as it truly is, a profound sense of responsibility follows. You realize that enlightenment is not just a personal journey, it's a call to action. The light you've discovered isn't meant to be hidden. It's meant to be shared, to illuminate the paths of others who are still in darkness. This responsibility begins with self-awareness. Awakening doesn't make you infallible. It makes you more accountable. You're now conscious of the ripple effects of your actions, words, and even thoughts. You understand that everything you do carries weight, influencing the collective in ways both seen and unseen. This awareness can be daunting, but it's also empowering. It reminds you that your life is not insignificant. It's a vital thread in the fabric of existence. As you awaken to this responsibility, you also begin to see the importance of humility. The journey of enlightenment is not about superiority, it's about service. You are not called to impose your truths on others, but to live them authentically. Your role is to embody the light, allowing it to shine through you in a way that naturally draws others toward their own awakening. This requires patience, empathy, and an unwavering commitment to truth. Another aspect of this responsibility is the need for discernment. Awakening doesn't mean you have all the answers. It means you're now better equipped to ask the right questions. It means recognizing when to speak and when to remain silent, when to lead and when to follow. This discernment is a skill that grows with time and practice, guided by the inner knowledge you've come to trust. Perhaps the most challenging part of waking up to responsibility is accepting that not everyone will join you. Some will resist the light, clinging to their comfort zones or rejecting the truth altogether. This is not a failure on your part. It's a reflection of where they are in their journey. Your responsibility is not to force their awakening, but to remain steadfast in your own. By doing so, you create a space for them to find their way when they're ready. Finally, waking up to responsibility means embracing the role of a torchbearer. The light you carry is not for you alone. It's a beacon for those who are still searching. This doesn't mean you have to have all the answers or be perfect in your actions. It simply means showing up, day after day, as a living testament to the truth you've discovered. Responsibility is not a burden. It's an honor. To awaken is to be entrusted with a sacred task, one that connects you to a lineage of seekers, visionaries, and chosen ones. In carrying this responsibility, you fulfill not only your own purpose, but also contribute to the awakening of the world. Awakening brings clarity, but it also exposes you to a reality that many are not ready to face. Resistance from the unawakened is inevitable, and it often comes in forms you might not expect. For some, it's not that they outright reject the truth. It's that they fear it. The light you carry threatens to unravel the carefully constructed illusions they've built their lives upon, and that can be a deeply unsettling experience. This resistance can manifest in skepticism, dismissal, or even hostility. People may question your motives, ridicule your beliefs, or try to undermine your confidence. It's not because they hate you. It's because they fear what you represent. Your awakening serves as a mirror, reflecting their own unexamined lives. When faced with this reflection, many choose to look away rather than confront the uncomfortable truth staring back at them. Understanding this dynamic is crucial. Resistance is not about you. It's about their struggle with the light. Knowing this allows you to respond with compassion rather than frustration. You realize that their rejection isn't personal. It's a defense mechanism, a way to preserve the fragile sense of security they've constructed. This perspective helps you avoid taking their resistance to heart and instead focus on remaining steadfast in your own journey. Patience becomes your greatest ally in dealing with the unawakened. Just as you didn't awaken overnight, neither will they. Everyone has their own timeline, their own set of experiences that will eventually lead them to the truth. Your role is not to force their awakening, but to be a steady presence, a beacon of light they can turn to when they're ready. This requires a deep well of patience, as well as a commitment to staying true to your path, even when others don't understand it. It's also important to set boundaries. While compassion is essential, it doesn't mean tolerating disrespect or allowing others to drain your energy. Protecting your peace is not selfish. It's necessary for your growth. By maintaining healthy boundaries, you ensure that you have the strength to continue your journey and inspire others along the way. Resistance from the unawakened is a natural part of the process, but it's not the end of the story. Over time, the seeds you plant through your actions and words may take root. What seems like rejection today could blossom into understanding tomorrow. Trust the process and remain grounded in your purpose. The light you carry is not diminished by resistance, it's strengthened by it. Few experiences are as fulfilling as witnessing someone awaken to their own truth. When the light you've carried ignites a spark in someone else, it's a moment of profound beauty and affirmation. Seeing others wake up is not just a reflection of their growth, it's a reflection of yours. It reminds you that your journey, with all its struggles and revelations, has a purpose far greater than yourself. This gift of witnessing awakening often happens in ways you don't anticipate. It might be a friend who finally understands the wisdom you've been sharing, a stranger inspired by your actions, or even someone you thought would never change. These moments are humbling, reminding you that you are merely a vessel for something greater. The light you carry doesn't come from you. It flows through you. When others awaken, they often look to you for guidance. This is both an honor and a responsibility. It's important to remember that their journey is their own. While you can offer support and insight, you cannot walk their path for them. Trying to control their process not only hinders their growth, but also drains your energy. The best way to support their awakening is to lead by example, living authentically and embodying the truths you've discovered. Witnessing awakening also deepens your sense of interconnectedness. You realize that no one's journey is isolated. We are all part of a collective process of growth and transformation. Their awakening is a reminder that the work you do on yourself is never just for you. It ripples outward, touching lives in ways you may never fully understand. This interconnectedness also brings a sense of humility. Awakening is not about ego or superiority, it's about service. The joy you feel in seeing others awaken isn't about taking credit for their journey. It's about celebrating their courage to step into the light. It's about recognizing that the same divine source that guided you is now guiding them. There is also a profound sense of hope in seeing others wake up. It reminds you that no matter how dark the world may seem, the light is always present, waiting to be discovered. Each awakening is a victory for the collective, a step closer to a world where truth, compassion, and love prevail. Ultimately, the gift of seeing others awaken reinforces your commitment to your own journey. It reminds you why you chose this path in the first place and renews your determination to keep walking it. Their awakening is not just their transformation, it's a testament to the power of light, truth, and the unbreakable connection between all souls. Awakening is not a destination, it's a journey without end. Many believe that enlightenment is a single transformative moment, but the truth is far more profound. Awakening is an ongoing process, a cycle that deepens with every step you take. Each new realization opens the door to another, and as you grow, the path itself expands before you, offering endless opportunities for discovery and transformation. One of the first lessons of this infinite cycle is the humility it brings. No matter how much you know, there is always more to learn. The moment you think you've reached the pinnacle of understanding, life presents you with a new challenge, a new mystery to unravel. This is not a sign of failure, but a reminder that enlightenment is not about mastery. It's about surrender. It's about embracing the unknown and allowing it to teach you. The cycle of enlightenment also reveals the interconnected nature of existence. Every revelation you experience is tied to the greater whole, a thread in the vast tapestry of life. As you awaken, you begin to see how your growth influences others and how their growth, in turn, enriches your journey. This interconnectedness creates a rhythm, a flow that carries you forward even when the path feels uncertain. This ongoing nature of awakening can be both exhilarating and challenging. It requires you to stay open, to remain willing to let go of old beliefs and embrace new truths. It asks you to trust the process, even when it feels like you're moving backward. But within this cycle lies the beauty of renewal. Every setback is an opportunity to begin again, to see the world with fresh eyes and an open heart. Another aspect of the infinite cycle is the balance it demands. Awakening is not about escaping the world. It's about engaging with it fully, with wisdom and compassion. It's about finding harmony between the spiritual and the physical, between solitude and connection. This balance is what sustains you, allowing you to navigate the highs and lows of the journey with grace. Finally, the infinite cycle of enlightenment is a source of hope. It reminds you that no matter how far you've come, there is always more to explore. This endless potential is not a burden, but a gift, a testament to the boundless nature of the divine and the infinite capacity of the human spirit. Embracing this cycle means accepting that awakening is not something you achieve. It's something you live. It's a lifelong dance of discovery, growth, and transformation. And as you continue this journey, you become a part of the greater cycle, contributing to the collective awakening of humanity. As we come to the end of this journey together, one truth stands out. Awakening is not a solitary act. It's a shared experience, a ripple that extends far beyond what the eye can see. You've carried the light within you all along, and now you're beginning to understand its power. That light has not only illuminated your path, but also sparked something profound in those around you. This journey is not without its challenges. Resistance, isolation, and the weight of knowing are all part of the process. But these struggles are not the end. They are the beginning of transformation. They shape you, refine you, and prepare you to carry the light with clarity and purpose. As you move forward, remember this: awakening is not about perfection. It's about persistence. It's about showing up day after day with an open heart and a willingness to grow. The light you carry is not static. It's dynamic, evolving with every step you take. Trust it, nurture it, and allow it to guide you. Before we part ways, I invite you to join our growing community of seekers by subscribing to the channel. Together, we can continue this journey of discovery, support, and transformation. Your presence here is not a coincidence. It's a reflection of your readiness to embrace the truth and share it with the world. Until next time, stay awake, stay aware, and remember, the journey of awakening is infinite, but every step is worth it. The light you carry is not just for you. It's a gift to the world. Let it shine.